Yo, yo, yo. I'm getting a little bit of sunlight coming in there. This is Chris Blair, and I wanted to talk about pricing today because so many people in the marketplace, they're not really thinking deeply about their price. And it's costing them big time. They're losing money, they're leaving money on the table, or they're even overpricing their stuff. That happens as well. But anyway, so today I want to talk about pricing and why this is so important to your business. And it's funny because people are so focused on ads and getting products and website convert, getting their site optimized. And I agree with all that, right? In fact, I'm the one who pushes products over everything, right? Get your site optimized and come with good products, and you will make sales. And your ads are for scaling, right? I really believe that. I mean, guys, you can run the simplest form of ad, a boosted post, PPO. And the reason why I know that's true is because I've had people come to me and said, Chris, I've been selling on Shopify for 6 months or a year or whatever, and I'm making money, and all I do is do that stupid little boost on their page. And they do because they got good products, right? They got a good brand, right? So all this talk in our marketplace about Facebook ads and you got to become a Facebook ads master, that is bullshit, okay? It is. Now, what Facebook ads do make a difference on is scaling property for profitability, right? I mean, I've had products and my students have had products that have done 20,000 units plus, right? It's because we know how to scale properly. But the point is to make sales in general, you don't need to be a Facebook ads expert. You just need to know the basic form of advertising, and you can, if you have a good product, it will sell. Okay, so ads are for scaling, right? So if ads are for scaling, what's next, guys? What do we have to worry about next? And that is often pricing. And what I find most in this, especially in this marketplace, is I've been advising some students, right? And because I work with private coaching students, and right now it's harder to find a winner. Why is it harder to find a winner? Because the marketplace is hyper competitive. Okay, so we're in a marketplace where it's harder to find a winning product that really resonates and takes off on Facebook or on Instagram or, for that matter, any other social media for that matter. So, but when you find it, right, when you find that winning product, it takes off. It's exploding. Okay, it's selling. It's resonating in the marketplace. And I've been testing out myself, and I've had my students. I said, let's jack the price up because, let's just see what happens. Let's see if it works. And it converts. It's amazing. I mean, people will pay $5, $10, $15, even $20 more for the exact same item that you're selling for $24.95. And so just by raising your pricing, you greatly increase your profitability. And does your conversion rate drop, right? And you have maybe a slight increase in cost per acquisition? Yes. But a large price increase far outweighs the small drop in conversion and the small drop in small cost increase of acquisition. I mean, I had a private coaching student the other day. I said, let's raise this by $10. His cost of acquisition went up by $1. Over the course of a week, to the previous, and that could have just been the natural flow of the ad as well. We didn't split test. We didn't properly split test. So I mean, probably split test is you get an app and you send back traffic back and forth, and that's probably the next step we need to do. But the point is, the following week we ran it for 1 week, and I mean, this could have just been a natural flow. And anyone who's going and every marketer is watching this says that's not a natural split test. It's not. It's not a real split test. So I'm first one to admit that. But I said, look, this is raise your price. This is what happens. And the following week, his cost per acquisition went up by $1 for the whole week, and he was making $10 more revenue per product. So minus that $1 cost, but it's $9, right? Plus he had to pay more PayPal fees and more Shopify fees because he's got a higher price, higher revenue. But still, he's probably clearing, after all the fees and everything, an extra $8.50 per unit sold. Maybe more than that. I got to calculate. I got to go out and calculate the fees, but I didn't calculate that exactly. But anyway, roughly $8.50 after the extra cost per acquisition, after the extra cost for fees, right? So, guys, that's massive. I mean, that is massive. So many people around the marketplace they're afraid to raise their prices, and that's a huge mistake. Guys, raise your prices. Absolutely test out higher prices. You'd be shocked at some of the prices people will buy hot selling items. See, you got to put it from your customer's point of view, right? What kind of customer are you attracting on Facebook? right? The type of customer who's going onto Amazon or Google and searching out and trying to find a certain physical product, right? Is it that kind of customer who's very likely to be comparison shopping and looking for the best deal because they're proactively looking? No, that's not the type of person we're getting on Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or wherever you're running advertising. You're getting a person who you interrupted. You interrupted their day. They're on Facebook not to go shopping. Shopping's on the last thing on their mind. Okay, maybe there's 1 in 1 million people on Facebook who's for that purpose, right? Oh, I want to look at Facebook ads and go shopping. They may exist, but it's an extreme rarity, right? Most people you're interrupting them. Okay, but you won. You got to win because you got them on your website looking through it. They say, wow, that was cool. I want it. So, and the people who are highly motivated to buy, they will buy at a higher price. So all you're doing is just leaving money on the table, which also reminds me of shipping and the cost for shipping. I cannot understand at all, after all this testing I've seen, myself and Phil Capriano did a few years ago, there was 5 of us who did testing, why anyone who's running a niche store on Shopify, selling on Facebook with ads, is not charging for shipping. You are just completely leaving money on the table. I mean, completely leaving. And the reason why is people, again, it's for the same reason. They're on your store to buy that product because they were fascinated with it, right? And a reasonable shipping cost is not going to turn them off at all. In fact, I've proven it because actually, over split testing, we ran split tests on this, and so did other people, and it absolutely did not affect the conversion at all. Zero. There was no fluctuation whatsoever. Now, if you gouge people for shipping, if you charge like ridiculous price, then yes, it can hurt. I mean, it depends on the item, obviously, but I find in general, one item in the domestic United States, $4.99. Flat shipping works. Actually, it's funny because I actually tried $5.99. It totally hurt conversion. But anyway, $4.99 is a great price point. I mean, flat shipping, great price, $4.99, and then you can charge a little more if they add more items, right? So, if you're not raising your prices and you're not charging for shipping, you're completely undermining your revenue, right, and your profitability. Now, if you're interested in working with me, you want to be a private coaching student, private message me. Guys, private coaches are getting results. Let me give you a couple examples, right? Just 3 examples I want to take up my head. So a guy signed up for private coaching. He was doing a general store, wanted to switch to a niche store. His second month on the niche store, $47,000 in sales, 22% profit. Okay, now that's very fast results. I'm not going to say that every coaching student gets results that fast because they don't. But I mean, my coaching program is 6 months long. But anyway, the point is that person got that, right? Another person, right? Matt, Chan, and Flora, right? And Flora, a year ago, they took private coaching with me. We went through the 6 month private coaching. They continued to build their brand. And then a year later, they were able to sell it for a nice chunk of change. I mean, they took that money, they went on vacation, they traveled, they invested it in a brick and mortar business that they wanted to make. So, I mean, that was a result. Okay. Another people who are running they have their own physical product store, somewhere in that state. I don't want to indicate who they are, but they actually own a store. Okay. And they have their products and they were selling online and they could not break that $1,000 a day revenue banner. They just couldn't. They had been trying for 7 months. Coming to private coaching within 3 weeks, because they had some good products, by the way. So guys, you gotta have good products are key. Anyway, but because they had good products and they just couldn't figure out a scale, I was able to take them to 3,000 plus 4,000. They've been clicking on it 3,000 to 4,000 a day every single day since we started the coaching. After the first 3 weeks, after we got beyond the first 3 week barrier, we were doing some tweaks and changes what they were doing. But from the third week on, bang, consistent $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 sale days. They're ecstatic, right? So easily paid for the cost of coaching. And if you want to get an Ecom Vantage Mastermind and course group, the beta price is closed, and now for the first time ever, I'm gonna reveal the VIP membership page. You can go check out the video. You can see there's a detailed video where I explain everything that's involved in Ecom Vantage, the pricing and everything. So I'll put the link in the thread, and I'll answer some questions. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. If there's any questions, I'm more than happy to answer some questions. I got a few minutes here. Let's see here. Ayobi says, how can I raise my prices without loss of customers? And the thing is, you'd be surprised. You're not going to lose your customers. Okay, you may lose occasional people, but the number of lost customers will be small. People are mind-fucking themselves into believing you can't raise your prices when you absolutely can. You absolutely can raise your prices. I would like to know your thoughts on POD cell phone cases. Cell phone cases are a saturated market, like the standard cell phone cases. So there's a couple options here. Phone cases have been pushed hard on Facebook and Instagram for years, just like T-shirts. So how do you stand out? Well, you got two options. You got to come up with a very unique slogan or expression, something I've talked about a lot, something that your niche is not seen and they're going to be really stoked about, right? To sell a phone case, or just try to find a unique phone case, right? Not a phone case that's a standard fair phone case, right? Like something that's unique. That will work as well. So there's that's a very unique expression or slogan, right? Or design, right? Or a unique phone case. Okay. Here we go. I've tested a product with 3 ad sets, 1 ad set as sell 4 products within 2 days. How do I scale from that? Start at the simplest. Okay, so he's asking. So Patrick's asked, I've tested a product with 3 ad sets, 1 ad set as sell 4 products. I'm actually reading his English, so he actually made a grammar error. But don't worry, I make a lot of grammar errors when I write too, especially when I write quickly. Sell 4 product within 2 days. How do I scale from that? Okay, well, so first of all, in my Ecom Vantage course, there's 20 hours of Facebook ad content. Most of it on scaling, right? Not all of it, but most of it's on scaling. There's 14 techniques I teach. So obviously, I can't cover every single one of those in this short video. So the easiest thing to do is what I call expand scaling, okay? And that is just simply adding new ad sets. Do your research, dig deep. There's, guys, people, oh my God, you won't believe the amount of targeting possibilities. I mean, there's so many targeting possibilities in this marketplace. I have 3 videos on targeting, just on targeting in my ads course. So basic, intermediate, and advanced targeting type stuff, right? So there's so many ways you can find cool targets, and people are not even coming close to scratching the surface. And that's actually one of the tricks from going from selling a lot of thousand units to the 20,000 K units when you get a hot product that I've done, and many of my students have done. How do you get there? Because you push the envelope on targeting. That's one way. Okay, there's other ways, but that's one of the keys, right? Your people are totally underestimating the amount of targets they can go after. And by the way, I've not seen a niche yet where if you really use your imagination and creativity, where you cannot greatly expand the targets you're going after. Most people are totally underestimating that. So yeah, Patrick, my first advice to you is just start adding targets. My second advice to you is, look, if you want all the scaling methods and you want a mastermind group that you get true support, because I'm in my, for example, after this call, I'm going to do an hour, after this little webinar here, this little live, I'm going to do an hour-long live stream for my Facebook mastermind group answering their questions, right? I mean, that kind of support, right, then you need to get an Ecom Vantage, and I'll put the link in the thread. Okay. Any other questions? Doesn't appear to be any questions. I'll wait one more second here. Okay. Oh, wait. Thanks. All right. Cheers, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching the video. To watch the next one, click right here. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button right here.